environment. In this video, I want to share with you the advice I would have given myself 2 years ago when I was struggling with changing my environment. And in this video, I'm more going to talk about the social environment, because on the physical environment I'm still working on, and that is what about I'm going to do a video in the future. But for now, I'm just going to make a video about the social environment, because I think that is also about what most people are struggling. So let's dive into it. The first tip and the first thing I really need you to understand is that the environment actually determines pretty much what you think. What you think determines your actions, and your actions determine your future. So if you want to change your future, you need to start with the thoughts. And where you start to realize this is, I can give you a real life example from my own life. When I started to change my environment, I started to have different thoughts. I started to have different perceptions or opinions on situations or on moments. So when I started to change the people I'm around, or when I started to spend less time with the old friends I had, I actually started to develop new thoughts. I started to develop new ideas. Because if you're with your old friend group, or if you are with one friend group, you will think about this one or these things that this friend group cares about. Or you will, most of the times you will actually talk about the same topics or similar topics every time you meet them. I think you will understand this, because if you meet one friend, you will talk about completely different things than you would if you meet another friend. So you have these different opinions or these different thoughts when you are around a specific amount of people or a specific type of people. And that is actually something that is very powerful if you start to use it. When I started to just be most of the time with one friend, I started to actually develop my mind in a completely different way, because anything I was thinking about was this one thing, and this one thing was getting better and achieving more in my life. What is it that I really want? All these kind of things. And when you start to only think about this one thing, your brain will start to see it as important, and you will actually develop a mind where the most of your thoughts, or the most of your attention, the most of your thinking energy all goes to this one specific type of thinking blocks or specific type of thoughts. And that is actually something you need to actually understand to be able to understand how important the environment is. Because your thoughts, think about what were the last 10 things you thought about. And then you need to understand, okay, the last 10 things I thought about, were they important or were they beneficial for my future? And if the answer is no, you really need to start asking yourself where these thoughts come from. And most of the times you won't even understand where they came from, because you think your environment has no real importance on it. You think that your environment doesn't really affect you, but it actually does. I can now give you another example. When I started to hang around different people, I started to have different dreams. And this actually sounds now a bit crazy, but it's actually true. I have an app that tracks my sleep, and it also tracks what I talk about when I'm sleeping. I can talk about that in another video. But in this app, I really can track what I say in the night when I am dreaming. And my dreams shifted from this side completely to the other side. I start to dream completely different things. And now what I'm dreaming about is exactly what I want that I am dreaming about. I dream about the things that I want to achieve in the future. I dream about all the things where I want to get better, the things that I want to achieve in my life, the things that I want to enjoy in my life. And that is exactly what you really want to have. You don't want to think about things that you don't really think that they are important. So I will give you an example. When I was playing Fortnite all day, like 3 years ago, I had dreams about Fortnite, and all my thoughts were going about Fortnite. I thought, how can I do this in Fortnite, or when is my friend going to come online so I can play again? And if you start to want to pursue another realm of your life, you need to start surrounding yourself and changing your environment so it's actually beneficial to achieve success in this realm that you want to achieve success in. Because that is actually going to determine so much. If the only thing that you're talking and thinking and perceiving, if the only thing that you're really thinking about is money, you will eventually get rich with time. It's just a matter of time. Because all that your brain does is just thinking about this one thing. And then you start to think about this one thing, you're going to get great at it. With time, you're going to get great at it. If the only thing that you think about is how can I improve this on this topic, how I can do this better, what did I did wrong in the last time, and all these things, you will get better. Your mind is so powerful, and there you can really start to use that. So the main thing I really want to share with you in this video and to get across is to really, I want to give you the courage and the discipline required to let go of this old bad habits and this old bad environment. And do this with respect. Don't disrespect your old friend group, and don't respond to them. Write them, hey bro, I'm not going to come out for a month. I'm going to focus on this one thing. And they most likely are going to respect it. And if they don't, they're not real friends, and it doesn't really matter in the first place. But most of them are going to respect it. So to really get this point across, I want to share with you something that really helped me getting away from this old bad habits and to really start focusing full time on my vision and my dreams. And this advice is actually pretty simple. I heard from all these successful people that you should look at your environment and really care about who is around you. And then I started to realize my time is actually very, very, very valuable. So if I want to get my time and do better things with my time, I need to actually pay attention to what I spend my time with. And once you started to pay attention about what you're going to spend your time with, you need to start paying attention to what you're going to spend your thoughts with. Because your mind is very powerful, like I said before, and what you're going to think about is what is going to come out and what is going to result in your life. So really start to understand, if you really want this life and if you really want to change something, you need to give it your all. You need to give it everything you have. And your environment is a great first step. It's going to hurt in the beginning, it's going to be hard in the beginning, but it's going to be worth it. And you're just going to realize it when you actually changed it. And on that note, I thank you for watching this video, and I'm going to see you in the next one.